And welcome to my channel. My name's Judy Lee and we're here to do a pick a card reading today, which is about what you need to focus on for this week. And so if you're not familiar with pick a cards, they're something that I actually really love watching on YouTube because I think they're quite fun. But you basically get to select from this group 1 here, group 2 here, or group 3 here. And I'll have some timestamps below in the description box where you get to choose which group resonates with you. So you can choose the group by looking at the card and saying whether you like the look of 1, 2 or 3 here, or you can choose by crystal, which crystal resonates with you. So for number 1 we've got the rose quartz. For group number 2 we've got fluorite, beautiful green. And then group 3 we've got this blue crystal, which I can't remember the name of, but you can see or sense or feel whether that's a colour or crystal that resonates with you. So make a choice based on either the number or the crystal, and then you can choose the timestamp below. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. So if you've chosen the rose quartz or you chose number 1, then this is what you need to focus on for this week. So I actually shuffled the cards prior to filming, so I don't actually know what's behind the cards, so it'll be a surprise for both yourself and me. So let's see what the card says. Oh, I love this card. This is the Energy Oracle deck, by the way, which I absolutely love. The images are just yeah, really gorgeous, as you can see. So basically the Angel of Love, I'm reading this as well intuitively rather than by what's written in the deck, but sorry, in the book. But if you want to know what's written in the guidebook, then just let me know and I can put that down in the comment section. So the Angel of Love this week for me, what you need to focus on is self-love. So just allowing your heart to guide you and allowing love to be part of your week. How do you incorporate, or how can you incorporate love into your everyday life and make it a guiding force as well for you? It's not always easy because we have so much to focus on and so many different distractions, but it's really asking you to focus on yourself and self-care, basically looking after yourself. So I might just shuffle some tarot cards just to see, see what else is coming out. So I'm just going to use my tarot cards here. Let's see if there's any other messages that want to come out. Oops, other cards. Always fun shuffling on camera. Oops, okay, so we just had 3 cards come out there, so I'll just pull those out. Okay, so interesting. So just move that to the side. So these 3 cards came out. Let me just move that, it's not really very clear. So I'm just, whilst I'm moving things around, I'm also just receiving messages, so just going to take just a few seconds just to see what the message is. And it's really interesting actually, because yeah, the Angel of Love is saying to focus on love this week. And it's also, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone who is strong in their physical world and, you know, has been able to manifest what they want in the physical, and is clear on who they are, someone who is strong. Then we've got the Empress as well, which is someone, as you can see, is almost like here I am world, you know, and has, for me, feeling of self-worth and is open to receiving because she knows she's worthy. And then we've got the Hangman here, which is yeah, the Hangman is interesting because it's most people think it's about being stuck, which it can indicate that as well, about being stuck, but it's also a period of, if you can see the light around his head, it's enlightenment. And by being in that space of receptivity and knowing which direction to take, he's also being enlightened in that process. And so yes, it's really interesting, because what I'm picking up from that is that often we think that by being still or not being active, that actually we're not going anywhere. But it's such a important period of time to allow ourselves to have that silence or to have that stillness, because that's when we can actually listen to our own voice and hear what the message is. Otherwise we're always on the go, and when you're also always on the go, you rarely have time to sit still and to really tune into what's happening. When we're in that active mode, we're quite often in our heads. And so this is, for me, what the message for you this week is about: staying in your heart space, but it's also about allowing that stillness to be there, giving yourself time to really be quiet and to allow yourself to be receptive to new ideas, to be in that space of being an empress where there's not much to do. You can just allow. There's a sense of allowing things to come to you, and knowing that you are a powerful being, you are a powerful person. And we often act from a place of disempowerment. We act because we feel like if we don't do anything, then nothing's going to get done. But that can often be a place of, or coming from a place of fear, rather than trusting, surrendering, letting go. We're actually holding on because we're fearful that we're not going to get what we want. So the message for you, group 2, is really about staying in your heart space, being still, and allowing those messages to come to you, and just trusting, just know that life is leading you in the right direction. And there's a time to act, and you'll know that because you'll be guided to do that. You'll feel that energy in you saying, you need to do something now, but coming from a loving space, not one that is filled with anxiety and fear, but one that is guided through that loving voice, which is saying, okay, it's time to act now. It's time to act now. Whereas when it's fearful, it's like, if you don't act now, you're not going to get it. It's never going to happen. And so if you can try and just be aware of what is going through your mind, what you're feeling in your body, and just tuning into what will be loving for you right now. What is that loving voice telling you to do? And it's probably telling you to be still for a little while, and that's quite common for all of us because we are always on the go. It's just the way we've kind of been conditioned. But if you can possibly slow down and make the effort actually to slow down, to be open, to receive, then you can start to really hear what your inner voice is trying to tell you. And it's a wise voice, and it's leading you in the direction that you need to go. And maybe there's a message for you within there, rather than just slowing down. But there's a message in that that quiet space that you'll have, that is going to help you to either make a decision this week, or to help you in future directions, or some other matter. So I hope that resonates with you and makes sense. And if this is something that you enjoy, then please let me know in the comment section, because I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And also please subscribe if you like what you see, and then you'll be able to get notifications of new videos when they come. And yes, so thanks for listening, and I'll see you later. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the introduction, but I'll just repeat it just in case. I shuffled these cards earlier before I started recording, so I don't actually know what's behind the cards, so it'll be a discovery for the both of us about what this upcoming message or card is. So let's see what it is. And okay, so we've got Angel of Balance. So I think this is pretty clear. It's about just getting some more balance in your life. So, you know, which areas of your life are creating imbalance at the moment? Is there a specific area? Are you working too hard? Are you being hard on yourself? Are you holding on to the past? You know, there's so many different areas that, you know, we can feel this imbalance in our life. And so the message is to identify, if you can, and maybe, you know, for most of us it's pretty clear where we might be imbalanced, lacking in energy, or working too hard, or things like that. So just ask yourself, if you know what it is, you know, how can you bring more balance into your life? How can you be more easy on yourself? And just, allow yourself to be guided by that. And if you're not quite sure, you know, it's not so obvious to you, then spend a few minutes or some time just asking yourself, you know, where is it in my life that I'm feeling imbalanced at the moment, or what could be causing this imbalance, and just see what comes to you. I find nowadays that I'm certainly getting messages much more clearly and strongly these days, and I think if you actually sit down and set that intention, then the message will become quite clear to you as well. So yeah, it's all very important to set the intention these days of what you want, and it allows, you know, that clarity allows things to come to you more quickly. So that's the card, and then for the main card for you, and then I'm just going to pull out some tarot cards just to see what else is underlying that. So let's see, what does group 2 need to know for this week? What does group 2 need to know for this week? Okay, all right, that's so funny. 3 cards came out just like they did for group 1, so very helpful Spirit is today. Okay, oh, that's very interesting. These are the 3 cards that came out for this week's energy reading. So I'm not sure if it's exactly, but it's reminding me of that. And so if that is the case, that I suggest looking, I'll put it in the description box below as well, the energy reading for this week, which is all about stepping into your power. And yeah, this is what I think. Well, I don't believe that things happen by accident, so I feel like if you've chosen this group 2, then there's something, definitely a message in the energy reading this week, so please take a look at that, and then I'll just go through it with you as well about what the cards are saying. So the energy reading this week was just saying, you know, moving into the 6 of Swords represents moving into calmer waters, and so it's about also, for me, letting go of, because the swords represent ideas, thoughts, things like that. So it's what type of ideas can you let go of that no longer resonate with you, ones that you need to now leave in the past because they're not helping you anymore. And then you've got the 2 of Cups, which is about, I guess, union, we would say, or what tarot readers these days like to call as the union between masculine and feminine. So what that means is, and that we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So the masculine energy is that energy that pushes things forward, that's very active, is a doer, whereas the feminine energy is more about receiving, being still, being open to ideas. So the idea, when we come into balance, interestingly enough, which is what the message is today, it's about allowing our feminine energy, or that side of us, that is to be still and to receive ideas about what our next step should be, or what we should do, or what the next guidance steps are. And then it's the masculine, who's a doer. Once you know which direction to take, then it's the masculine side which does and takes those actions. So there's a message about coming back into balance, and allowing yourself to listen to those messages and follow that direction, and then allowing the masculine energy of yourself, or that doing side of yourself, to make those directions a reality, or to take those steps to make it a reality. Then you've got the Emperor, which is someone who is very powerful, and so this is about stepping into your power. And so overall, if I'm just reading the message, it's coming back into yourself, coming back into balance, and not allowing one side of yourself, your doing side, to overrule your life, but allow yourself to sit, to be still, to receive ideas, to be, allow that creative energy to be there. And then on the other side, to act when it feels right, when you get that guiding message, which is a loving one, to say, okay, it's time to act now. And to really, because this is how we become powerful, how we step into our power, by aligning with that, and also letting go of belief systems, ideas about ourselves that are no longer right. We judge ourselves so much all the time, and it's really time that we let go of that old way of being. It doesn't serve us, and it just keeps us small. And if we step into our power, we're not small. We're who we really are. We appreciate our uniqueness, and how, that we contribute to the world, that we're an important part of the universe. So yeah, that's your message, group 2. So I hope that resonates, and if you like what you see, please let me know. I'd love to hear it, and please subscribe as well to the channel, so that you can receive notifications when my videos are ready and published. Okay, well, see you later. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. I didn't mention maybe at the beginning, but I shuffled these cards prior to recording, so I don't actually know what's beneath them, so we'll be going through this surprise reading together. So let's see what you need to know for this week. Oh, that's very sweet. So this is Door to Romance. So this could mean many things. It's very interesting as well, because if you add the 3 and the 3, adds up to a 6, and this is all about love. So this could be about actual romance. If that's something that you're looking for, then this is it could be a message about that. But I suppose the message I'm getting is about self-love, really. And because when we love ourselves, this is a door to all of our relationships, to having good relationships with all those around us, and not just our romantic partner. So yes, how is it that you can be more loving to yourself? It's kind of similar to group 1 actually, because their card was Angel of Love. But I feel like this one's slightly different, in the sense that it's saying the door to getting to where you want to be, or to what you want to have, is self-love. As in, there might be something that you're wanting. There's something, or somewhere where you're wanting to go. It could be career, it could be, but it's about being loving to yourself, and that's how you'll find the doorway, or that's when the things that you want will start to appear, when you can start to be loving and kind to yourself, and accepting yourself just as you are. So I just put that aside, and then I shuffled some tarot sorry, I can't speak, some tarot cards for the other group. So we'll do this for you as well. So let's see what else you need to know. Okay, we've got 2 cards there. Let's see if another one wants to come out. Just because the other group's got 3 cards, sorry. Let's see what that is. Okay, interesting. Okay, so you got the 10 of Wands, which is, as you can see, they're pretty clear. It's about feeling burdened or overburdened. There's something, there's a lot of work. There's something that, you know, the guy stooped over. So there's a heavy load there with the 10 of Wands. Then we've got the Queen of Cups, which is someone who is very, you know, the cups represents our emotions, and being the Queen of Cups is someone who's very in tune with their emotions, and yeah, not necessarily emotional, but just in tune with herself. And this applies to male, female. I'm just using her because there's a queen there, but just she's very intuitive, sensitive, and she goes with the flow. She flows with those emotions. And then you've got the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is a messenger of love. That's what most people that's what I associate with the Knight of Cups. So it's a message of love. So if this is about romance, then, you know, maybe there's a you know, message of love that is relevant for you, or will be, you know, sent to you, something like that. But if we talk about the love for ourselves, which I think as much, well, basically, as I was saying earlier, I feel that the source of, you know, all of our good relationships is, you know, our relationship with ourselves. So if our relationship with ourselves is good, then, you know, that will translate into our relationship with others. Whereas if our relationship with ourselves is difficult, then, you know, it won't be surprising that we have challenging ones as well. So it's about letting go of that burden. If you've got something on your mind at the moment that is causing you stress or grief, instead of instead of allowing it to overburden you, tune into your intuition, tune into, you know, listen to what your emotions are saying to you, allow them to be there, give them space, and just see what they might be trying to tell you. Because I feel like, you know, our body, our intuition, our emotions, they're always communicating with us. And sometimes it can be challenging because we might not want to hear it, but they just need to be acknowledged. And once they're acknowledged, then there's room for them to move, either to move on, or there'll be some message for you there. So listen to what your intuition, listen to what's happening inside you, to see, you know, if there is an issue that is burdening you, what is it trying to tell you? And with the Knight of Cups, it brings me back to this Door to Romance card. How can you be more loving to yourself in this situation? And, you know, how can you, if he's causing you a lot of grief, how can you let go of that burden so that you can, you know, really trust that the universe has your back, and that you're moving forward, and that you will be supported in that space. And so there's an aspect of being able to let go and surrender, and really know that you're being looked after, that you're being cared for by, you know, not only the universe but your own self, because it needs to start with us first before, you know, we can expect others to do the same for us. So if that makes sense. So if we want other people to do things for us, then, you know, how can we expect that if we're not doing it for ourselves? So I guess the first step is, so just to summarize, if you can possibly set the intention to let go of your intentions, and then just tune into your intuition. What is that trying to tell you about the situation that you're going through? And then how can you be more loving and kind to yourself, and be caring to yourself as you would hope your romantic partner would be to you, or another loved one would treat you. So how can you just be more kind to yourself overall? So I hope that resonates with you, group 3, in some way. And if you like what you see, then please let me know, like comment box below, or you can message me. And also subscribe if that feels right for you, so that you can receive notifications when my next videos are published. Alright, thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.